Hi, I'm Peter Treglia, the Director of Currency for Stax Bowers, and on my desk today, I will be showing a handful of highlights we have in our upcoming spring auction, which will be held on April 7th. Here I have is a T2 1861 $500 Confederate States of America banknote. These are considered the holy grails of Confederate currency, T1 through 4. This note here is serial number 123. It's the first time we've had the privilege of handling this note. It's been off the market since 2007. Great color, has a very vibrant signatures and ink tones. You have your inscription on both sides, of the left and the right, on the back. PMG does comment that it has a little bit of rust and corner tears. The rust is pretty much isolated to the corners and really doesn't show much distraction other than the comments on the back of the holder. And this is lot 20036. The second note I have here, and this is a really special note. This is a T3. Not as desirable as a T1 or T2, however, this is the absolute finest third-party graded example. It's the only uncirculated example graded by either PCGS or PMG. It is lot 20037. Again, this is one of our featured lots in the sale. And this note is just spectacular. It's got phenomenal centering. It's got great color, fantastic signatures. The only issues, if you really want to get picky, is the as-made ink, which is just part of the history. And this is the first example that has ever crossed the auction block of an uncirculated T3. This is, just spectacular in every way. The next note I'd like to talk about is a Freeburg 1180 1905 $20 gold certificate, also called the Technicolor note. This is the first year of the new design, featuring George Washington on the $20 gold certificate. It's nicknamed Technicolor. As you can see, the gold gets dark, starts dark, and fades out, and the contrast with the red serial number and seal. Really spectacular note. And a PCGS banknote, 66 PPQ, one of the finest. You will find maybe one or two 67s from both companies. A very well-centered banknote. This is lot 20188. Again, one of the finest examples we have handled in recent times. This has got the phenomenal paper quality, great color. The centering is spectacular. It's all of a 66 and one of the highlights for large size in our sale. Sticking to the theme of gold certificates, we have a 1928 $500 gold certificate, small size, Freeburg 2407. It's lot 20308 in our auction. And this note is graded PMG 35 EPQ. It's really, really attractive. When you get that EPQ on these $500 and $1,000 gold certificates, small size, that's a real bonus. The majority of these have been processed. They lost their embossing originality, and this note has absolutely pristine surfaces for the grade. It really faces up better. And the beautiful thing about this grade is the price point. Gems or uncirculated are just few far and in between. They rarely sell. Aside from a very tight bottom margin, this is just a really remarkable note. And lastly, for our highlights, we're going to throw in a national here. This is from Palestine, Texas. This is a newly discovered 1902 $100 date back. This was actually recently found by our consigner, and it was in a frame with some other Palestine notes, and this one definitely stood out, being a high denomination from a relatively rare bank, and it's got a country name. A lot of collectors will go after this for various reasons, but we really love this note, particularly because it's really fresh with high eye appeal. It's lot 20540, and I would consider this the highlight of our Texas Nationals. We have a handful in the sale. Again, thanks for viewing our highlights from the sale. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact one of our specialists or myself directly. Again, the sale will be on April 7th, and will feature roughly 500 banknotes, and this is just a handful of the better ones. So good luck and enjoy.